How can we present products that have more consumer appeal? How can we guarantee consistent quality and customer satisfaction? How can we be price competitive and still increase profits? Critical questions for any retail business, and the meat business is certainly no exception, especially in these challenging times. Economic conditions, market characteristics, and lifestyle trends all call for a new look at the products we offer and how we merchandise them. The popular misconceptions equating red meat with high costs and cholesterol, for example, help explain why poultry sales have increased significantly over the last few years, while beef has held steady. The tide is turning, however, and it's because progressive retailers in various market areas have developed new products and merchandising techniques which are more responsive to consumer needs and attitudes. Sharing their ideas can go a long way towards helping us all grow and beef up profits. That's what we're going to do with you here today. Specifically, we're going to look at techniques which have already proven profitable, but which have yet to fully penetrate the market, even though they respond to consumer trends all over North America. We'll talk briefly to marketing experts, chain store owners, meat managers, and butchers about the approaches they've taken and why they work. And most important of all, we will demonstrate the preparation techniques that make them work. But before we do this, let's look at the major market conditions which affect beef retailing in North America today. Francine Ranger-Smith of the Beef Information Center has some useful background on this.
In the early 1980s, consumers were very budget conscious. However, today there are factors that are as important. For instance, health. Consumers are very concerned about their health and interested in nutrition. Today's beef, being leaner, is very appealing to those consumers. Today, the fat content and calorie content of leaner beef is comparable to fish and chicken, which is an added plus for us. With changing lifestyles and smaller families, consumers are putting a focus on convenience and value. In the meat counter, we are seeing these needs met. Many chains are including more variety in their cuts. Beef is better trimmed. In addition, there is a move towards boneless cuts. These cuts are seen as added value to the customer. Meat tenderizing is becoming more and more popular. Tenderizing cuts from the chuck and from the round allows those cuts to be offered in a much more acceptable form to the consumer, increases the demand for those cuts, and as well increases profit returns.
So one practical way of responding to consumers' concerns is to offer leaner cuts of meat and to inform them of the real facts. A study by Agriculture Canada in 1987 shows that round beef, for example, has substantially less fat than roast chicken, even without the skin. The trouble is, though, that the leaner parts of beef, like the round section, are not especially tender, unless they are given special treatment. That's where mechanical tenderizing with machines like this one comes in. The machine can handle untrimmed pieces with everything except the bone, but we can provide a more appealing and profitable product by trimming closely beforehand. 378 needle-sharp stainless steel blades penetrate the remaining nerves and connective tissue without altering the natural taste and appearance of the meat that cooks in less than 2/3 the time it would normally require. Strips of white fat may be added for appearance and for self-basting characteristics. You may wish to provide a choice of similar cuts without any fat to satisfy the more health-conscious client. The finished product is a lean, appetizing roast that can be presented in various sizes and sold at significantly higher margins. The tenderized roast is a value-added product, and customers are willing to pay the difference because it responds more to their needs. The same piece can be cut into small steaks of various thicknesses for frying or broiling. The remaining bottom round can be used to prepare 2 more roasts. One is a standard presentation, which still has its place in many kitchens. The second is more of a French roast, appealing to gourmet-oriented customers. The keynote is variety and adaptability to your customers' changing tastes. One preference which continues to grow is barbecue fare. Tenderized beef from the inside round makes lean and tempting steaks good for frying or backyard broiling. And of course, wholesome, succulent shish kebabs are vying for space on the backyard grill formerly reserved for hamburgers and rib steaks. Small, elegant steaks like these tornadoes also have a growing following. Garnishing methods and thicknesses can vary, and whole sections may be left intact as roasts for rotisserie or oven. Before you know it, instead of stewing meat or other economy cuts, you've got a very attractive selection that gives today's customers what they're looking for. There are other possibilities using similar techniques on other sections of beef, veal, and pork. The results speak for themselves. A major chain with stores in a wide variety of market types and territories has tested this approach to meat merchandising. It reports that by increasing variety, especially of lean, boneless cuts, beef sales climbed by 6%, while the industry at large showed no growth for the same period. Another chain reported similar results.
With these special cuts that we can make with this tenderizer, like Tornado, Chateaubriand, and French cut, which are taken from a short dip, brought us more volume, and it increased to about 1.5% and gave us about 3% more profit. So on 250 stores, it makes a lot of dough.
One of the critical aspects for us is the preparation of meat through tenderizing and preparations of this kind, so that we can in fact appeal at various price points to appeal to a wider range of customers.
Customers today have different needs, whether it's a gourmet look, low-fat meat, or the convenience of prepackaged portions. Mechanical tenderizing makes meeting all of these needs practical and economical.
It's enabled us to take more economical cuts of beef and render them to our customers more satisfying. And I'm sure in the retail, wholesale trade, it's the same thing. It's profits at the bottom.
We've been talking about market changes, but there's one thing that doesn't change in the meat industry, and that's the need for a tender product. All the merchandising techniques and the presentations go to waste if in fact we cannot guarantee customer satisfaction. Satisfaction for beef means tenderness. Mechanical meat tenderizing achieves this and provides a product at an affordable price and at healthy returns. What we're giving the customer is something extra, and it's worth paying for.
The challenges facing beef retailers require dynamic merchandising and product development. The ideal tenderizer is an important tool in this approach. It gives us a low-cost means to prepare a variety of products that are lean, tender, and appealing to the eye as well as the palate. And because we do this, by adding value to economical cuts, we ensure satisfaction, increase profitability, and attract more customers. That's awfully close to an ideal solution. Step up to higher profits with meat tenderizers from Ideal, bringing the cost of tenderness down to earth.